Just a quick one on neutrality. So neutrality doesn't mean weakness, right? You could have the most bolstered military imaginable, but also remain neutral, right? And Irish people say this a lot, right? Oh, I'm not getting involved in that one. That is our temperament to a large degree, right? But you have people, leaders, right, who are willing to make decisions that they're not willing to implement themselves in terms of them taking personal responsibility and ownership over that decision and walking the walk, right? So if someone is willing to pump a decision onto you and to demand action based on that, but they're not willing to do that themselves, don't follow them people. You cannot follow people like that. They are not leaders. They are not good people. They are cowards. If you're not willing to walk your walk or walk your talk, then you're not worthy of respect. You're not worthy of being followed because you're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite, right? And it's not enough for Irish people. It's not enough anymore for Irish people to just go, ah, sure, I won't do that, right? Because what you're doing with silence or without a vocal opposition to these people is you're allowing them through your inaction and through your silence to make decisions for other people's lives that are detrimental to it when they're not willing to put themselves into those same scenarios, right? So if you're not willing to be led by someone who's going to walk their talk, then you need to say as much. You need to say as much, right? And into Pater Tobin has just put up saying that he's going to seek a referendum on the triple lock, right? Too complicated for Irish people. Too complicated. Off the top of my head, I couldn't even explain that to you now, right? These referendums that you need to study in order to even be able to understand the question that's been asked of you, right? Sufficiently enough to make an informed decision on it. That needs to stop. That needs to stop. These 2 or 3 part referendums, right? Get rid of that. That's not effective. It is effective if you're just willing to get people's support based on illusory words, right? And kind of sharing something with them, but leaving it a little bit obscure so that people aren't making the best of decisions, right? If there's going to be a referendum on any of this stuff, it should be as cut and dry as this. Should Ireland remain neutral in other nations' wars, right? So should we not get involved when other people are fighting? Simple as that, right? Politicians make politics look like it's far more intricate and complex than it actually is, right? It should be based on common sense. So if you're down to town on a Saturday night, 2 or 3 lads fall out of a bar somewhere, right, and they're having a go, are you getting involved? Probably not. You just extrapolate that then up to a nation. If other people are fighting, do you want to get involved and just jump in there? Just throw your children in the middle of it, right? Because that's what you'd be essentially doing. 2 fellas clattering the heads off each other down the town, and you throw your 18-year-old son in the middle of it, right? That's exactly what would happen. Is if our neutrality is gone and we're just foisted into the middle of a conflict. That's exactly what happens. It's the same principle involved. So if it's good enough for you on a Saturday night to stay out of other people's business, it's good enough for the Irish people as a nation to stay out of other people's wars. Simple as that.